Hey guys, BJ, very basic Bible. Gonna do a very basic Bible topic. Yoink. There we go. Bible Hub, let's try this. Uh 2 Samuel 27. I'm just kind of pulling a Bible passage out of thin air. We're sorry, we were not able to find that passage. Is there 27 chapters in Second Samuel? Let's go see. Genesis, Exodus. It says Gen. Why not Genesis? It doesn't say EX for Exodus. LEV for I don't know. Second Samuel. There isn't 20. We'll go to chapter 17 instead. All right. Parallel chapters right there. All right. Let's go down. Hey, look at Hushai. Here we go. Here. Then Hushai said to Zadok and to Abiathar the priests, "This is what Ahithophel counseled Absalom and the elders of Israel, and this is what I have counseled. Now, therefore, send quickly and tell David, saying, do not spend the night at the fords of the wilderness, but by all means cross over, or else the king and all the people who are with him will be destroyed." Now, Jonathan and Ahimaaz were staying at En Rogel, and a maidservant would go and tell them, and they would go and tell King David, for they could not be seen entering the city. But a lad did see them and told Absalom. So the two of them departed quickly and came to the house of a man in Bahurim who had a well in his countryside, and they went down into it. And the woman took a covering and spread it over the well's mouth and scattered grain on it so that nothing was known. Excuse me. Then Absalom's servants came to the woman at the house and said, "Where's Ahimaaz and Jonathan?" And the woman said to them, "They have crossed over the brook of water." And when they searched and could not find them, they returned to Jerusalem. It came about after they had departed that they came up out of the well and went and told King David. And they said to David, "Arise and cross over the water quickly, for Ahithophel has counseled against you." How long is this? I found a word up here that was kind of interesting. Lad. How many times do you think that's in the Bible? Lad. Hey, laddie. Let's go see. I'm going to type lad. Now, after this, I might go to Bible Gateway because that's the best place just to search for a word. When the lad, oh, look at, isn't the arrow beyond you? When the lad reached the place of the arrow, which Jonathan had shot. Okay, to read the, that's David and Jonathan. Oh, y'all can't see it very well. There we go. When the lad, okay, so when the lad reached the place, let's go to Bible Gateway. Lad. Oh, wait. We need a ladder. Ladles. Ladan. Yep. Here we go. Lad in. Now, am I in the NASB? I am, but it's the NASB. Oh, what? It's still Laden. Laden. Households of Laden. Laden. Now the young lady pleased him and found favor with him. Her chosen lady. Surely the LAD is more if it's. Now I typed lad in parentheses thinking I would just get the single letter. Okay. But that didn't happen. Now I got it over in BibleScan.com, which Bible Hub, Bible Scan, Bible Search, Bible this, Bible Hub has a lot of names, but just go to Bible Hub and you'll be fine. All right. So look down here. I wonder what translation this is. If this is, yeah. Now therefore, let your servant remain instead of the lad, a slave to my lord, and let that lad go up with his brothers. Oh, hey, look. And 20:36. And as the boy ran, Jonathan shot an arrow beyond him. And he said to his lad, run, find the arrow. Then up here, Jonathan came. Isn't there beyond you? When the lad reached the place where the arrow was Jonathan shot, Jonathan caught it. So 20:37, 20:36. 1 Samuel 20:36. 1 Samuel 20:37. 1 Samuel 20:38. The boy picked up the arrow. And Jonathan's lad. We'll lead down here, 2021. I will send a boy. Okay. I will send a boy and say, go find the arrow. Now, if I expressly say to that, say for you there is no danger, and behold, I will send the lad saying, go find the arrow. If I specific. So look at 2038, 2039, 1 Samuel 20, 1 Samuel 20:35, 1 Samuel 20:41. There's the lad. There's the lad. So 1 Samuel 20, it's like they really like. I wonder what I'm gonna click on one of these. Oop. Let's see what version I'm looking at. When the boy came to the place of Jonathan, isn't there beyond you? The boy. And when the lad, I bet it's the New King James. Okay, let's see. 1 Samuel 20:37. Oh, and he has to be not to 1995 and 1977. He came to the location of the error, Home Christian Standard Bible. He came to the location of the error, American Standard, and when the lad, the ASV is from the early 1900s, 1905 or something like that. I think I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Aramaic Bible in plain English. And when the boy, lad, are we like, is this like the 50s or something? Hey, I mean, I don't know, a lad. Yeah, English Revised Version, ERV. Okay, let's go to Bible Gateway. So I typed in lad in the NASB, got nothing. Got ladles, laden, got laden a few times, lady. Ooh, the young ladies were gathered. Where was it at? Oh, I don't see it now. Okay, we're gonna go to NASB. Go up face. 1995. Enter. Now there should be a lot more. 55. But God said to Abraham, do not. Okay. Full chapter. Let's go see what that word lad even means. If you're like, BJ, I don't really know what that means. All right. Where is it at? Control F. Control F. Then the bottom left, find in page. You see on the very bottom left of my screen, find a page. Then you hit LAD. Here we go. 1 second. Right. Match whole words. Otherwise, I might get ladles and ladies, and well, that's okay. All right. There's lad. Let's read in context. Sarah turns against Hagar. Okay. Now, Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, whom she had born to Abraham, who Hagar had born to Abraham, mocking. Sarah saw the son of Hagar mocking. They're not getting mocked, but mocking. I guess the son of Hamar, which is named Ishmael. Ishmael was mocking someone, and Sarah didn't like it. So therefore, she said to Abraham, drive out this maid, Hagar the Egyptian, drive out this maid and her son. Now, Abraham went in and had sex with Hagar. Sarah told Abraham, go in with Hagar and have sex. And that way I can have a boy. Sarah's like, I want a boy. I want a boy. I can't give you a boy. Here, take this maidservant Hagar. Go have a boy. And the boy will be ours. Would we do that today? No. All right. That's what so now she sees this boy from Hagar mocking, and Sarah says to Abraham, drive out this maid and her son, for the son of this maid shall not be an heir with my son Isaac. So since then, Sarah has had her own son from her own actual body, like God promised. If you know the story of Abraham and Sarah, if you don't, go back, start around Genesis 12. Just start reading. You'll eventually get to Abraham and Sarah. You'll be Abraham right away. You'll see. Okay, let's find lad. Drive out this maid and her son, the one who was mocking the son. For the son of this maid, okay, the matter distressed Abraham greatly because of his son. Ishmael was Abraham's son, Abraham and Hagar's son. But God said to Abraham, so what does God say to Abraham? Do not be distressed because of the lad and your maid. So drive out this maid and her son. The matter distressed Abraham greatly because of his son. Do not be distressed because of the lad and your maid. So the lad is the son. So I guess he's yeah. Whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her, for through Isaac your descendants shall be named. Okay. But what about lad? Control F. Lad. Okay. When the water in the skin was used up, she left the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went and sat down opposite him, about a bow shot away, for she said, a bow shot. We talked about bow shot in 2 Samuel. Do not let me see the boy die. Ooh. Okay, okay. So Abraham rose early in the morning, took bread and a skin of water, gave them to Hagar, putting them on her shoulder, gave her the boy, or the lad, sent her away. She departed and wandered about in the wilderness of Beersheba. Man, she's just here's a piece of bread, here's some water, just go walk around. Yeah. God told Abraham, don't worry about it. Do what Sarah says. And God said this because it looks like God's like, I don't care about God's like, I don't care about that kid. Why? Why don't I care? Do not be right here, verse 12. But God said to Abraham, do not be distressed because of the lad and your maid. Whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her. What did Sarah tell him? Go up here. Therefore, verse 10, therefore Sarah, she said to Abraham, drive out this maid and her son. Drive him out. Get rid of him. Make him leave. For the son of the lad, the son of this maid, shall not be an heir with my son Isaac. Sarah said, hey, get rid of this. Well, first, he's mocking. Then she says, get rid of him because I don't want him to be an heir with my son Isaac. Only my son can be the heir. My son is going to get the inheritance. My son is going to be the next like head of household. Not this other guy. Not this other lad. So Sarah didn't like the mocking, and then she's like, get rid of him and then she didn't want him to be the heir or get the inheritance. So God said, don't be distressed because of the lad and your maid. Whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her. So God's saying, drive him out. Whatever Sarah tells you, Abraham, don't worry about it. For through Isaac, your descendants shall be named. Okay. Through Isaac shall get the heir. So God says, look, Abraham, get rid of Ishmael. Don't worry about it because don't worry, your name will be carried on through Isaac. God only cares about the family name through Isaac. God seems right here. God seems to care about one thing. Your family, Abraham, is going to go through Isaac. Therefore, you can get rid of this other guy. We don't care about him. What? What if I What if I messed up, went and saw a prostitute, had a kid? I bring this kid home. It doesn't. It takes longer than that, obviously. Okay, 9 months, a year. I tell my wife, I'm like, I'm really sorry this happened. She forgives me because she's a good Christian lady. I'm a good Christian man. I repent. You know, she forgives me. That doesn't mean all is well in the household, but she forgives. We're living together. Okay, wife, I'm sorry. So then I bring the kid home and I say, hey, the kid's gonna live with us. Okay, because when you take care of him, the prostitute, we're gonna take care of him. Okay. So I got the prostitute and the kid living in the house with us. Me and my wife then have our own kid. My wife's like, hey, I don't like this prostitute living in our house. We got our own kid, this prostitute, and this other kid. Besides, that other boy's acting weird. Get rid of him. I'm like, but wait, he's our kid. We should take care of him. Now, this is the strangest scenario ever. But what if I prayed to God and God said, BJ, he's not your son. You're not going to write him into the will. Your name, the Allen family name, will not be carried on through that son. He'll be carried on through the son that you and your wife had. So get rid of the prostitute and the boy. Okay. Shouldn't I still take care of him? Why should I get rid of him? It's a hard, this is kind of difficult because we don't run into this situation in the 20th century America, obviously. We obviously don't run into that very often. Does this still happen in foreign countries where I don't know? Maybe. But the situation I just explained, a lot of you are going, what in the world would that ever happen? And okay, send her away. She can go to, the prostitute can go to a local shelter. She can go to a church and get help. She could go get a job and live on her own, a different job and live and support her kid. I could just send child support. But here, when all you got when you're in the Old Testament, no, not many cities at all. You got cities and then tons and tons and tons and tons and lots of wilderness that's deadly and dangerous. No supermarkets, no Starbucks, no hospitals, no places to go hang out, no women's shelters. Nope. Look at this. She departed and wandered about the wilderness of Beersheba. God sent her out into the wilderness where she has to fend for herself, and all she has is a lad. And why? Because don't worry, Abraham, your inheritance will go to Isaac. So don't worry about kicking this boy out. This is the weirdest thing ever, and it makes God look like a maniac. Verse 13. Okay. The matter distressed Abraham greatly because of his son, but God said to Abraham, do not be distressed because of the lad and your maid. Whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her, for through Isaac your descendants shall be named, and of the son of the maid I will make a nation also, because he is your descendant. So wait, God's going to make a nation of the son of the maid. That means if the maid and the son are wandering around the wilderness, and God's going to make a great nation of them, he's going to, in other words, that son, that lad is going to have kids who are going to have more kids. And then their brothers and sisters are going to have kids. They're going to form a nation. They're going to have so many kids eventually. They're going to have their own country. They're going to have their own nation. Ishmael will be in charge of a nation. How is that going to happen if Abraham, with a piece of bread and a skin of water doesn't carry much water, a piece of bread and a skin of water, you send the maid and the boy out into the wilderness? I mean, they're going to wander around and die. They're going to get attacked. They're going to die of starvation or because they can't find water. They're going to die because it's like raining or it's cold. They could get bit by wild animals. Robbers and thieves could come and get them. Caravans could come and, oh, hey, there you are. Take advantage of them, buy them, sell them into slavery. Steal the water even that they have. I mean, lots of stuff could happen. Foreign people could see them and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And no, I promise, and shoot them because they think, "Oh, they're a spy or something." I mean, They go to a foreign city and they say, hey, we just need help, I promise. Oh, you're a lady with a kid. We don't want you. Get out of here. I mean, what's going to happen? You know, if God says, I will make this person a great nation, then Abram sends her out into the Abraham sends, his name was Abram, changed to Abraham, chapter 15, I believe. We're all the way in chapter 21 again. If God's going to make a great nation of him, then evidently when he's wandering around the wilderness, he doesn't die. Maybe he's uncomfortable. I don't know. Let's see. Verse 15. When the water in the skin was used up, she left the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went and sat down opposite him, about a bow shot away. A bow, you could shoot a bow pretty far, right? You know. So she puts the kid, however old the kid, hey, you sit here under this bush. The boy is old enough to mock. So yeah, you stay here. Then she goes about a bow shot, for she said, do not let me see the boy die. So but man, this is like stressful, probably. Did she know? I guess she didn't know that God said, hey, don't worry, your son will be the great nation. Abram could have told her, Abraham could have been like, I'm sending you out, but don't worry. You know, seems like Abraham was just like, bye. Sorry. I mean, God told me to listen to my wife, so I'm booting you out. Yeah. All right. Then she said, okay. So she sat opposite and lifted up her voice and wept. God, the God of Yahweh, heard the lad crying, the young boy. I guess he's mocking, but he's old enough to mock, but he's still crying. I mean, he's starving to death, probably. The angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what is the matter with you, Hagar? Do not fear, for God has heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad and hold him by the hand, for I will make a great nation of him. Now, God, you couldn't have told her sooner, God. You know what that shows me? That just shows me she's tough. God doesn't tell her, and God lets her wander around. God must be like, she must be a tough cookie. Arise, lift up the lad, hold him by the. Okay. Then God opened her eyes. What, with they shut? Probably more like God helped her notice. God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the skin of water and gave the lad a drink. Was a well of water there? Seems like it was, but she didn't see it. What if it wasn't there? What if open her eyes means it wasn't, and then it was like she said, I don't know, like was she blind? It was too sunny, and then there it. Like, how did God? Was there? Was there something in front of it that she was looking at, and then that thing like moved? I don't know, an animal, a tumbleweed, and then she saw it. Like, how did God open her eyes? Open her eyes. Well, God was with the lad, and he grew, and he lived the lad. But then he grew, no longer a lad. He lived in the wilderness and became an archer. He lived in the wilderness of Haran, and his mother took a wife for him in the land of Egypt. Okay. From the land. So they grew up. He became an archer. He evidently was going to have a great nation. And they went as far as Egypt to get a wife. Now, they weren't super far from Egypt, but they didn't have cars. So they were pretty far. Well, we started. This is a crazy Bible topic thing. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for there. That was pretty good, I think. We went from lad and learned all that. That's pretty cool. We learned that over here, Bible Hub, kind of hard to use. Bible Gateway, we got instant results. But Bible Hub does have Saul seeks to kill Jonathan, context, cross references. So it gives us cross reference, treasure scripture knowledge. And when the lad had come to the treasure scripture knowledge, if you click on it, you get it gives you like commentary kind of. Jump to previous. Arrow boy cried jumped. Okay. So you get a little bit more. You get some stuff, and we could look up commentaries and stuff if we want to. Look up the Hebrew. But it's good for now. We'll see you guys on the next very basic Bible.